I want to stop this. Welcome back to Creative Life Master, Real and Master of Creative Lives. I'm Jeremy Hurst, also known as J Wolf. And what do I mean? I want to stop this. I want to stop everything. Talk about being dramatic. No, but in all actuality, I want to stop my inconsistencies and my already wants to stop this in general. Meaning, uh, I've been going strong. I've been feeling good, but recently I've been noticing that I haven't been haven't been having the energy to do many things, and I know why. It all plays a part into like just overall your mental game and your mental game and everything. I didn't want to film today, and it's like I just film tomorrow. Film when you feel like it. But the whole point of what I'm doing is 30 days of pure posting before I start having more of a posting every other day or however whatever I decided to do. I'm gonna post more than once a week though. I know that for a fact, but uh, I need to do this. I know my videos may not be the highest quality, may not be the best videos on this platform by a long shot, but there's a purpose to the 30 days, and that is comfortability. Comfortability and how it's hard to break from the norm. And my norm before this was deadly, which was I was stuck. I talked about this in the past video how a lot of times, you have a goal and the next step is the biggest step, but you pretend that it's not because you're not ready for it, or at least you feel like you're not ready for it because you confuse fear with excitement. Well, it's the same feeling. It just depends on the context, and that can become an issue in the long term because it's like then what you doing? It's like, uh, I'm working on fixing this part up. I got to do this part. It's like no, you don't. The next step is doing it, and that's the fearful part. That's what causes the fear. And this 30 days is allowing me to get outside my comfort zone. I'm not used to this. This is weird. I need to make it a part of the norm. I need to make this normal for me because once I do that, then it becomes real in a way. And it's a new, consistent, healthy habit because I have a lot of bad habits. I sin a lot, as I'm certain y'all have some. And the whole point of this channel is to master our creative lives and to show the struggle because I want to be truthful with y'all. I am a blind visually impaired. Well, blind visually impaired. I am a visually impaired man. All right, I am 22 years old. Um, I still live with my parent, my mother, and her girlfriend in a very toxic environment. Not just now. Now it's a lot better, but in the past it was extremely toxic, just in general. And now it still is, but not on any of my end. But nonetheless, it's bad. I have a part-time job. It took me 3 years to find a job. And granted, in the first year, I probably wasn't searching that much. The second year, I started searching a lot more. But that final year, which was like a year and a half ago, I was no, a little more than a year and a half ago, like 2 years ago actually. I was searching hard, insanely hard. I applied for job after job after job after job. When I tell you, like well over 100 jobs, I'm not exaggerating, and and it's because of my visual impairment. I mean, you may say how, like how I work at Goodwill, you know, and because I went to a public school my entire life, from middle school, no, from elementary, from kindergarten, elementary, all that good grades, all the way up to the 10th grade. And then I heard about the school called the School for the Blind in Spartanburg. I heard of the school. It was like they had a brochure, and it was like, oh, we have a pool, we have living environments. And at that time, I wanted to get away from the household because it was toxic, and it was we have these apartment complex you live with for people. And at this time I didn't have friends. I mean, I have friends, but I couldn't really go anywhere. I was so uncomfortable going places because of my impairment. And it was like, oh, I get to talk to people. I get to They have all these events. They have helicopter rides, they have a pool, they have a bowling alley, they have a wrestling team. They had that. They just kept popping up with everything. But when I went, none of that was there. I mean, the pool was concrete then. Like, everything that I saw was just not there. They didn't even have a wrestling team. Their bowling alley was shut down. And then it was during COVID too. I went there. So I went to that school probably for like a year and a half, not a full year. I don't count the time we was online because I barely showed up. What you expect? So it was just a bad situation in a whole, So with that being said, the reason I brought that up is because of the job thing. I wasn't able to get a job when I was in school because of that reason. I mean, I was able to work around there a little bit, just a tiny bit. By a little bit, I mean like 3 months before I graduated type shit. Maybe a little bit longer, but still, it was bad. And then now I work at Goodwill and we don't get paid at all. We probably see like $9.30 of the 12 we make, which is not good. Minimum livable wage in North Myrtle Beach is like, I believe it's 26. So when I was talking to people about moving out, I had 4 people who I was gonna move in with, and we still couldn't afford it. Couldn't even afford a 2-bedroom. Let's try it. Basically, though, what I'm saying is, I'm in a very uncomfortable spot, in a situation. I'm in the beginning. I said all this because I really want you to understand how early on my career is. I really wanted to take y'all along with me from beginning to end, to the point where I am still just not there. I'm not successful. I'm just not. I have my foot in some industries, sure, over time, yeah, but I'm not. I truly want this to be a channel where you walk alongside me. I'm not speaking to you from I've been rich, this is how I did it. No, I'm speaking to you from, I am not rich. This is how we're going to do it. That's one of the reasons why I post it every single day. Because I want you to understand that I post the day that I film. That's why there's no crazy editing. There's nothing insane. It's just me sitting somewhere or holding the phone. And it's that simple. I post the day I film. So if it's what's today's date? I don't remember. If you're watching this, say this was I don't know the date. Say this is March 2nd. It's not March 2nd, but say it's March 2nd, right? And you're watching this March 2nd. I filmed it March 2nd. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want that on, like you were watching the day that I filmed. So you really are walking alongside me. All right, that's it. I just want to tell you I'm tired. Oh, don't give up though. Seriously, this whole video wasn't to make y'all feel sad or to hurt or anything like that. No. This video was made because I wanted y'all to understand how low in the industry I am. Because when you see how high we all will become in the industry, then you will understand that this was no joke, that this was no game, that this is serious. We're gonna shift this bitch on the side. All right, we ain't gonna tolerate this crap. Nah, Hollywood, all this industry is the creative industry, creative world gatekeeps. We ain't gonna gatekeep people from our creative minds. Your creative mind, your creative life is inspiring. Everything you are able to do, everything you are capable of doing is absolutely magnificent. And nobody can tell you otherwise. Not one person you have ever seen in your life has the audacity, or even should even have the audacity to say anything about your talent. If they can't do it, why the fuck they're talking about it? So y'all all have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you in the next video.